Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, and today we're going to talk about Seeking Alpha and how I use Seeking Alpha, how you might want to use Seeking Alpha. And I am an affiliate, and I have affiliate links down below, but I'm going to show you how I use Seeking Alpha. They're having a Black Friday sale. It goes on until early December, so you may or may not want to look at it. Totally up to you. Not advice, but it's out there. I will still be posting free links. I'll still be doing my normal routine, and I might start doing some other stuff for you out of Seeking Alpha, because can you use Seeking Alpha with Yieldmax to build a better portfolio than YMAG and YMAX? I think you can. I think that you can use some of the tools that are in there, and I'll show you those tools. And at the end of the video, I will give you how they panned out and which ones I would be doing based on momentum and only on momentum. But let's watch how I use it, and I will catch you at the end.
Well, let's look at the tools that are available on Seeking Alpha. So there's tons of tools available. The way that I use Seeking Alpha the most is I read the articles that are available. I follow Nick. You can go look at all the articles he writes, and you can do monthly profiles. He's targeting that 8%. How about that? No wonder I follow him. One thing I like about this is I can get alerts from the analysts that I follow: ADS Analytics, Juan, Nick, Simplify, Steven, and the Steven Chris here is the Seeking Alpha quant strategist. So anytime these guys write an article, I will actually get an email, and it'll be on my mobile. So you can see that it's user friendly and something that you can use long term. Now, one thing that I built out was looking at Yieldmax. That's a good one. So I can look at Yieldmax underlying, and I can look at Yieldmax itself. And what I looked for, and this is something that I'm going to put out for everybody, is hey, you can go into Seeking Alpha and look at the momentum grade. You can look at price over the 10-day, 50-day, 100-day, and you can look at the momentum grade, and you can see, PLTR, micro strategy, or MSTR, right? Square. You can go right down the list. Netflix, Coin, Nvidia, right? So you can go right down the list and figure out which funds you may or may not want to be in due to the momentum, where they are price wise. And you can look at this every 30 days and maybe change. The way that I built it out is I picked two stocks or two funds that each week pay. So your A players, your B players, your C players, your D players, and I looked at the momentum grade. And just show you the chart, these are the ones that are A's or A pluses, and these would be the ones that I would be looking at holding instead of a yield max or even a Y mag, because these are the funds that are producing well, and they may change over time. And you can use Seeking Alpha to figure out which ones you want to be in and which ones you don't want to be in. Wow, look at that. Brad's up 10.32% today. We'll just we'll just not show you how that's possible. You go to the comparison tool, you hit create new comparison, ARCC. They're one of the largest out there. And let's look at CSWC. Yeah, Capital Southwest. Both fairly decent funds. If you look at price return, you can see where they are price return. One thing that I'm a total returns person, so I look at total returns. I can see which one leads the way in total returns. And you can look at the 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, and you can pick out which ones you want to be in. Now, one thing to know on this is when to buy. And that's always a good question with business development companies. So if I scroll down, I want to look at price to book. Anytime that is closer to price to book for CSWC, it's a good buy. When it's not close to price to book, might not be the best buy. And you can go back and look at the chart historically and pick where is the best place to buy, because you want it to be as close to one as possible. I also have the Income Factory as a group. This is more of a membership. I pay to be a part of that group. Stephen writes articles and I get to read them. And that's part of it. He also puts out his portfolio, just like I put out my portfolio in the members section. So you can see exactly what's in there, what's not in there. And he does, it's kind of funny, he writes an article and he'll post it on a Sunday night, and then he'll put a post out that he bought it on Monday. So that is the way that he's doing it, that he does a post. You get to read what he's thinking, and then the next day he puts out a post that he bought something. XFLT is one that I hold. I'm able to actually play it and listen to it and not have to actually read it. So if I'm doing something else, making a video or collecting data, I can just hit it and play it and not have the issue. So when we look at the new tool, this virtual analyst report, if you click it, it brings up everything into a nice 1-page, 2-page report that you can go through and quickly read everything you want to about the organization and company. It gives you the profitability, the growth, the momentum. So it's a pretty good tool. It just doesn't do some of the ETFs that I like. It does do the individual stocks. Good tool, nice added. But if you're going to buy a membership to Seeking Alpha, it's a great add-on, but I'm not buying it because of this particular tool.
Looking at Yieldmax and their groupings, when I looked at momentum, Group A, Tesla, YBIT, TSMY. Group B was NVIDIA and PLTY. Group C was Coney, NFLY, Netflix, PayPal, being PYPY. And Group D was Misty and Square. When you looked at the momentum, these were the ones that were A's and A pluses on momentum. They were above the 10-day, 50-day, and 100-day, and showed the most promising of going up. So that was how I quickly picked them. That way you can earn income every week and kind of get rid of the stocks or the ETFs that aren't doing so well. All right, well, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. And right now they have a sale going on. Premium, which is what I use, is $90 off the first year. Premium Alpha Picks. I don't talk about Alpha Picks a whole lot. It's good for certain people that want to play the stock market. Obviously, I'm up a little bit more than other people are in their portfolios today. Maybe Brad has chosen some of those Alpha Picks. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. Not your financial advisor, and I am under no obligation to tell you what I buy and not buy. It's up to you to do your own research. I do share some of the plays that I do, but obviously I have a little more play money moving around. And if you do Alpha Picks just for the first year, it's $140 off. So take your picks. Now, that PAL Industrial, I remember when they called that one and it's up 370%. I found out about it when it was up 150%. So if I would have got in it, that's 180% from that point forward. So take your pick, take your poison, buy it or not. I'll still be using them. Hopefully this was educational how I use it, because I do not use all the functionality that Seeking Alpha does use. It's just not there. So until next time, God bless.